In today's video, I'm going to be playing FC 25 on a brand new account, with my goal being to make it into Division 1 and build the most valuable team. So I'm going with the Spain nationality, and you're going to see why in a bit. But this is our team, and it looks awful. The challenge starts now. I would rush to select my own player before selecting the best combination of kits that I could, and then claiming an Evo and heading into the store where we had some welcome packs. But because we got the Ultimate Edition, you can see we have 4,600 FIFA points, which we'll only be spending in the final couple hours of the video when the Road to the Knockout promo becomes available. Because I want to show the true starter experience, and from one of our starter packs, because it's tradable, we're already making a decent amount of coins. Now we are going to be opening the hero pack, and these starter packs are going to help build our team. And I would open these packs from worst to best, and from the first few packs, the players that we were getting were just average. However, I was capable of making a decent amount of coins from these packs. Come on, this is 2 days before the game comes out, so a lot of the low-rated gold cards are actually quite valuable. Please let me get one of them from here. We have an English cam, and I don't think he has any value. But now it's time for our hero pack, and for me, Eden Hazard is one of my favorite players, so let's get him in this pack. Oh, do you know what? It could have been way worse, and we are going for a Spanish starter team. And the reason I went for the Spanish nationality was because of the Liga F objective that was available, as well as Robert Sanchez. And along with these, throughout the video, we'll also be working towards scoring 250 goals, because that will yield us a 100k pack. But speaking of packs, at this point, I would earn my first moment star, because 1 star is all the welcome pack costed in the catalog. This is a tradable pack. It's not going to be a walkout, and so while it wasn't what we hoped for, we were still capable of making a decent amount of coins. I would then set up our team, adding the best players that we had, before purchasing Richarlison, as he would help us to complete the Sanchez objective, and then purchasing the Liga F players that we needed to complete that objective too. And 14 minutes in, we had our starter team. Hey, follow me on Twitch to catch me doing these challenges live. The link will be in the description. Now there's a couple of evolutions that we can take advantage of, and this was an Ultimate Edition Evo, and we're definitely going to do that. But the player I want to do is Marcus Rashford, and he's quite expensive, and so we either need to make more coins, pack the perfect player for one of these Evos. No way. And in order to get the best rewards from rivals, which are really good I must say, we need to get 45 points, which is the equivalent of winning 15 games. And so in an effort to get those insane packs, as well as the objective pack rewards, I would enter into my first game. And the manner in which it started off was not too shabby. Yes! We need finesse goals with Richarlison. We do find him. Does he score this? No way. But a problem that I was experiencing was that our defense is so open. What a save! And with our starter team, and already having to face Division 5 players, it seemed like we were almost bound to concede, and we were also struggling to score goals, to the point where I felt like if I missed another opportunity, I would lose my mind. Richarlison? This is a good chance. Does she score? Yes! And now with the 2-goal lead, our defense will help us to maintain it all the way up to the 88th minute, when we would end up conceding our first goal. However, because it was so late, holding on to the lead that we had allowed us to win the game. We win our first game, and my goal is to make it to Division 4 on the first day, because we'll get better rewards and be able to upgrade our team even more. I then listed Richarlison after realizing that I had Son on loan, but in the next game, I noticed that this challenge was not going to be easy, because in our next game, the top tier attackers that the players in Division 5 had meant that we would concede first. And while we also had a top tier attacker on loan, and he would help us to equalize the game, our lack of team strength overall forced us to concede a second late on, resulting in us losing the game. So we lose the game, and at this rate, we won't be able to get those rival rewards before tomorrow. And this was bad, because with our goal being to build the most valuable team, we were most definitely going to need to take advantage of those rewards. And so in this moment, I made a decision to only focus the Sanchez objective and sell the Liga F players that we had, replacing them with the best Spanish players that I could in each position. And I would then head into the SPC section, where I had to complete the Foundations SPC in order to unlock the rest of them. And we were now almost 1 hour into the challenge. But remember when I mentioned there being 2 ways to get top tier players like Rashford? Well, one of these ways was to pack the player, and because I knew this, I started to favor the hybrid SPCs, because by completing all of them, we would get over 300,000 coins worth of packs back. But because at the time, we didn't have the players to complete any of them, I knew that we needed to make some coins. And so with our team that we had set up to complete the Robert Sanchez objective, I would head into a Division Rivals game so that we could benefit from the match earnings, because we now had better players in all the positions across the team. Now that Guti and Son didn't have to single-handedly carry, we were capable of comfortably winning a game in Division Rivals. Some players had also sold, and we could claim an objective pack that would give us a player with decent rating, both more coins, and some players that were in our team. I would attempt to complete one of the hybrid SPC squads. So we lost some men, but we've just acquired ourselves a 50k pack. And packs of the lifeblood of your account early on. Please give me a walkout from this one. Come on. Come on. Oh, okay, no walkout. It's just a German CDM. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, but Lucas Hernandez can make the team, and Sterling is here as well. And there's also a potential left back option here. And so already that pack allowed us to get upgrades for the team, and so I saw the importance of completing these hybrid SPCs. But because we didn't have coins anymore, I desperately wanted to get some, and 1.5 hours in, I saw that for 60 moment stars, we could get a tradable 50k pack. And so 35 minutes from the time that we started grinding these moment stars. Okay, we just got the last star that we need, and it took us just over 30 minutes to get. But we can now get a tradable 50k pack, and this could change everything 2 hours in. Come on. Please be a walkout. Hello? It is! We got a walkout! We're getting a tradable walkout, an English striker? I think that's Harry Kane. Yes, that has to be Kane. It's 1 walkout, but it's a 90 rated Harry Kane. And so it seemed like this pack was worth our time, and I would sell everything inside it to try and make as many coins as I possibly could, before then claiming objective packs that we had earned, which wouldn't give us anything good. But while opening them, I saw our coin balance climb to over 40,000. But to take advantage of the Evos, I would use Balde, as he was quite a solid card. But now that we had so much more coins, as you can imagine, the next thing that I would do would be making more progress in the hybrid SPC. I'm going to open this now, because I need more gold players in the club. Come on, give me a walkout again. Oh, no walkout. And so the pack was underwhelming, but at least we now had more gold players that we could use in other hybrid SPCs. And I would then open our preview pack. Oh, we got a walkout from the preview pack, but it's only going to be a goalkeeper. And it took me a minute to realize it, but behind him was, oh, he's worth 10,000. Wait, Son is in that pack as well. That's a 35,000 coin pack. And after making so many coins, I was so motivated because we could now have a way better team than we did the last time we played in Division Rivals. And I would then complete the final 2 squads for this SPC group, where the packs that we got from them weren't that good. However, it was the group reward that was most valuable. This is the big one now. Come on, please be a walkout. Ah, it's not going to be a walkout. Would that be Van der Ven? No, it's still lurk. Anything good behind him? Oh, there's a team of the week. And that was pretty much it. And after this, with some of the players that we had, I would complete an 82x3 SPC. And this pack wasn't bad, as we did get an 85 rated player from it. I could also claim 1,500 coins from an objective. And I also saw that we were making progress towards getting SP from the weekly objectives. And we were also getting closer towards earning Robert Sanchez's card. And so I would start filling out our team with the best players that we had in each position. But feeling like we needed a right mid, I would make our first big purchase in Marcus Llorente's card for 16,000 coins. And because I actually wanted to own a really good attacker, I would spend roughly 30,000 coins on Julian Alvarez's card. I also felt more confident to make it into Division 4 before rewards came out the next day, and so I would play my first game with the new team, where it must be said we were dominating. However, I was still getting used to the game, and because of this I wasn't clinical enough just yet. But Alvarez was showing signs of promise, and he was helping to create good opportunities. Alvarez is through. He has to finish this. No way. Now 54 minutes in, we would finally break the deadlock, and 2 more goals from us after this meant that even though our opponent was capable of scoring 1, we would still come out victorious. A swift and dominant 5-0 victory in our next game would allow us to continue benefiting from much earnings, and because of the win streak, progress to the first checkpoint in Division 5, and with confidence I would play and be capable of winning another game after this, where it must be said, Alvarez was a solid striker to have, and he showed me that he would be good enough to help us progress further once we lose Son, and Guti was an absolute maestro in the midfield. That win allowed us to get closer to Division 4 and qualify ourselves for the lesser Division rival rewards, and while we had also completed a stage of Baldur's Evo, I wasn't satisfied just yet, and I would spend another 50 minutes playing in Division Rivals, continuing to progress through our objectives, as well as the season pass. But after making it to the final checkpoint in Division 5, I noticed that the games were starting to become a lot tougher, and we would be held to a 1-1 draw, but I wanted to make sure that I ended the session on a win, and so getting a rage quit after scoring 2 quick goals in the next game that I played allowed me to do just that. So we're now 5 hours in, and we finally completed the Sanchez objective, and this means we can sell our goalkeeper, and also meant that we could get rid of all the other lesser Spanish players that were on our team. I then saw that by progressing in the season pass, we had unlocked a player pick, and we started our pack opening with a player pick, and that was awful. Now we have finished Baldur's Evo, and with Son's loan running out, I want to take advantage of the Ultimate Edition Evo, and David's one of the best players, and we own him. Now linking David is tough, and another player that we can use is Rashford, but I don't really want to throw 30,000 coins into an Evo, when we could use those coins to upgrade other positions on the pitch. And so I'm thinking of purchasing Felix, so that we can Evo him, and he can replace Son for when Son expires. And so I think we have to take a second to give it to him, because that was absolutely genius. For roughly a couple thousand coins, getting yourself a 5-star skiller with insane stats at the striker position, who was also easy to link, definitely seemed like the best decision to make. If we can just straight up pack Rashford to Felix, that would be massive, but our first pack was horrible, and our second and third packs were awful too. We have one more pack left, but it is the best one. Come on. No way. And so no good pulls from this session. Now in this moment, I didn't feel like we could progress in Division Rivals, not at least until we improved our team, and with me wanting Felix as a new talisman, I would sell Alvarez, and I would also sell Llorente, because I was using this player as a right wing, and he was just too defensive for that role. Now once these players sold, we were up to 67,000 juicy coins, but a full 5-hour session being put in meant that I needed to take my first break. So we were struggling in Rivals, but we still have a lot of points to get before we qualify for rewards. But my plan is to use the gold players that we have in our club, as well as our coins, to complete the Hybrid Leagues SPC, and then build around the players that we pull from these insane packs. And so once again, not a bad plan from this fella, and 25 minutes and roughly 15,000 coins later, he had completed the entire Hybrid Leagues SPC. But unfortunately the first 2 packs would shaft him, and so to look smart, the final 3 packs needed to be good. These are the big ones. Come on, be a walkout. No walkout. And our first player is an 85 rated Madison, 55k back now. Once again, we're not going to be getting a walkout. There are a lot of low rated players that are worth a lot of coins right now. And it's another 85 rated player. Now, is there anything behind him? Unfortunately, not really. And so we're down to our final pack, and we haven't yet gotten a player that we can evo, or players that actually improve our team. Please tell me this is good. No, once again, we're not going to be getting a walkout. But I think we just got Gyökeres. Okay, it is him. And I'm pretty sure he has some decent value. Okay, he's roughly 10,000 coins. And so to start completing our team, I would purchase the one player that I knew I was going to use before starting the first out of 2 evos that we would use on him. I then contemplated using Gyökeres, but I quickly saw that getting chemistry on him would be a massive problem. And while Llorente wasn't good on the wing, I felt like in the midfield, he would dominate, and so he would make a return to our club. And because we were now going for a La Liga and Premier League hybrid, I would opt for Neto on the right wing, Konate as a solid centre back because we had the coins, as well as Vivian, who had good stats, but also helped a lot for chemistry, and our holding midfielder to complete the puzzle that was our team would be Eduardo Camavinga. And I must say, I was happy with our team, especially considering the fact that we were only just over 8 hours into this challenge. And with our new team, I would continue my push in division rivals, where a rage quit victory in our first game meant that if we could win our next one, we would make it into division 4. Oh wow, that's actually a decent team. And for the first 35 minutes in this game, we would do well to control it, with Konate being solid in the defense and Gucci pulling the strings in the attack. However, we weren't capable of scoring any of our opportunities, and because of this, I was becoming quite stressed out. Konate, do you win this? He does, and he's giving us the lead. That goal relieves some pressure, but shortly after scoring it, our defense would be tested. No way. But we always had a chance in this game because we had Son. Yes! And it would be Son who would proceed to give us a 2-goal cushion. However, straight after the kickoff, our opponent would reduce our lead to 1. But Marcus Llorente, winning the ball back in the 91st minute, guaranteed the win for us. Winning our toughest game so far has allowed us to earn promotion into Division 4. We were now guaranteed better Division rival rewards, but we still needed to get more points to qualify for the best possible Division 4 rewards. And of the 2 loans that expired, Son was definitely going to be missed the most. And with Felix now becoming our talisman, I would sign Ferran Torres for the left wing position, as he was the best for chemistry. Camavinga would fill the hole in the midfield. And with the Turkish La Liga manager, our team was now in full chemistry, and we were working on Felix's Evo, as well as getting those rivals points. And so I would play my first game in Division 4, where I noticed a massive increase in the difficulty level of the opponents that we'd face, and as a result of that, we'd end up losing our first game. Now you can get relegated this year, but fortunately, we would be capable of winning the second and the third games that we played, but it was after this when something horrific happened. You see, after finding another Division rivals game, while loading into it, my screen just stayed black, and after genuinely waiting for a couple of minutes, I still wasn't put into the game, and so I decided to restart my game. But little did I know that the outcome of this decision would be worse than I thought it could have ever been. You see, upon trying to log on, I was asked to verify my EA account email, but this is something I couldn't do because I no longer had access to that email as it got hacked. And so story time, a while ago my YouTube channel got hacked, but with the help of the YouTube partner support team, I was capable of moving it to a new email. This meant that I didn't have access to the old email, but it was that email that was associated with my EA account that I needed to verify in order to log back onto the game. Now again, with no access to this email, I attempted to contact EA to have that email unlinked with my PSN account, which I rightfully own and could prove that I own through proof of purchase receipts, but unfortunately, they were just of no help at all. I finally managed to get back on the account, and I don't know how long I can actually be on here for, but it seems like it wasn't the ultimate team that was hacked, as we still have all of our FC points, and our starting 11 is still there. Now we no longer had access to the season pass because of this, as I essentially forced my way back onto the account, and managed to find a workaround that didn't require us to verify the email, but it was 11:30 at night, and I was so exhausted, but I knew that we needed the best possible Division 4 rival rewards. Now the games in Division 4 were still not easy, and us competing in tight games became a much more common occurrence, and while playing these games, I would continue to contact the EA support, but no matter how much information I provided, it just seemed like I was running into a brick wall, and I would continue playing in Division rivals, until eventually we got all of the points that we needed to qualify for the best possible Division 4 rivals rewards, and we put ourselves in a good position to move even further, because we had accumulated a win streak. On day 2, before opening our rival rewards, I had to do some voiceover work for another video, and also received a package, which was a new microphone stand. You see, the arm that I was using beforehand covered a big portion of the screen, and so this is essentially what I would be seeing when I'm recording, but after setting up the stand, which I feel like I did a good job at, I could almost see the entire screen, and so this was definitely a lot better. Today's a big day, because our rival rewards are ready to be claimed, and it can hopefully help us to get into Division 3. And before opening the rewards, I saw that we had completed a Felix Evo, and we also had an objective pack to claim. Let's do these objective packs first. Final one. Come on, give me a walkout. No way. It's fair to say that those packs were awful. These rewards are definitely going to help us upgrade our team. 1 of 4 84 plus player pick. This has to give me something good, please. Oh. Hey, and this player pick was tradable, which means it had the potential to make us a lot of coins. Now let's start with the untradable packs. First one's a team of the week, and it's not going to be a good one because we didn't get a walkout. But with decent rating, he could come in clutch later on. Now this is actually the best pack that we have in the store. Come on, this has to be a walkout? There's just no way. Okay, Kolomoan is in there. He isn't worth that much, but I think he is a good card. So far, I think it's fair to say that the rewards have been horrible. But we're now into the tradable pack, and this is where it really matters. And we get Koulibaly again. And with all tradable packs, I try to make as many coins as I can. I have to stand for this last one. Come on. Give me a walkout. No! Wait, is that Tonali? No way! If that was Tonali, we could have actually made coins. And after getting absolutely shafted by our rewards, I would replace Ferran Torres with Kolo Muani and then purchase Nuno Mendes, because with the right manager, we could have full chemistry on every single player within the team. So I'm happy with the entire team right now. But we do still have like 40,000 coins, and the only player that I really want to upgrade is Neto. We're about to make our biggest signing so far. And there we have it. Rashford has joined the club, and our team is looking really good. I then continued to try to fix the account, but this was such an obnoxious experience when you are legitimately the rightful owner, showing all forms of proof possible, but just not having any success. And what kept me going was the road to the knockout loading screen, reminding me that in just over a day, the promo would be released. And with us being almost halfway into this challenge, we'd be able to spend our 4,600 FC points during that, but to avoid just wasting time, while contacting the EA support, I decided to continue grinding in division rivals. First game with a new team, and it's to reach a checkpoint. Gucci, lovely defending. Rashford with the run in behind. Lays it off to Muani. Into Felix. Felix? No! Muani with a chance? No way. And as you can tell, we were dominating the game, but unless we won, we wouldn't make it to the checkpoint. And with the scoreline still being 0-0 at halftime, I knew that drawing would be a bad result too, because it would mean that we'd lose our win streak. But our new signing was proving to pay dividends. Yes, Rashford! But a 1-goal lead was a fragile one, and remember, we couldn't afford to draw the game. And yes, I could have picked a better time. I was sending a message. And that simple mistake would be the reason why we drew this game and failed to reach the checkpoint. But a dominant victory in my next game meant that because we weren't benefiting from a win streak anymore, we still had to win one more before we made it to the only checkpoint in Division 4. But I would then continue contacting the support thinking that I had a breakthrough, but after hours of communication, basically being put back to square one. And this sucked because my intentions for this account was to make it my cheap Blushh account that I run a free-to-play series on every year where I try to achieve the greatest feats within the game. However, because of this predicament, I wouldn't be able to use it after this video, and it started to feel like this was a waste of an ultimate edition. But I quickly remembered and my goal was to build the best possible team within 50 hours and make it into the highest division possible as well. And so upon reminding myself of this, I regained motivation once again to make the most out of my time. Now, as explained before, Llorente wasn't the best at the right wing, but he was the best that we could afford, and the player that I actually wanted to get for this position was Rafinha. But with us not having the coins to fund the signing, I would enter into an important game to reach that only checkpoint. And it would start off in the best way possible, with Guti and Moani combining to give us a 1-goal lead. And after this, we would have our opportunities, but unfortunately in the 30th minute, our opponent would equalize the game. And he was proving to be a worthwhile addition. Yes, Moani. And somehow it keeps on happening, but straight off of the kickoff, no. And I was locked in, so I wasn't commentating, but shortly after this, we'd once again regain our lead. But in this game, our team was truly being tested, and initially, I started to feel a bit of frustration. But after this, while using one of our new signings in Marcus Rashford, I started to experience some joy, and this was because I was ignoring everything that was going on around us, and just enjoying the process that we were experiencing, having started with a poor team, and then as a free-to-play, building a team with solid players in every single position that was allowing us to compete at what was almost the highest level at the time of recording. And because we saw this 1-goal lead out, we would reach the only checkpoint in Division 4. And with there being less pressure on us in the next game that we played, a solid performance would allow us to accrue a comfortable lead, and these games were inducing a lot of progression. We need a Felix goal for the Evo. Come on, please just don't save this. Yes! Winning that game allowed us to benefit from a win streak, and with Felix's Evo now being complete, I was confident that I could continue benefiting from this win streak, and winning this next game against a stacked team would allow us to do just that. And in this game, it was our backline that was tested first. No way, this is our toughest game yet. And throughout the rest of the first half, the opportunities that I created would not yield me any success, and so hopefully in the second half, this wouldn't be the case. Yes, Felix! But one thing that this game showed me was that we need more help in the attack here. And this lack of attacking prowess within the team meant that we wouldn't be capable of creating as many opportunities as we could have if we had good attackers right across the front line. And because unlike us, our opponent was capable of scoring a goal, we would end up losing this game. And after losing this game, I was disappointed, and I knew that until we upgrade our team, we wouldn't be able to progress any further. And after claiming some objective packs and not really getting anything good from them, I felt that I feel like we need to pack a big player. But fortunately, with the players that we had in our club, as well as our coins, I could complete the early access challenge, which gave us a 45k pack. Come on, something insane from this. We're gonna need more packs. To complete this set, we actually get some insane packs back, and the group reward is really good. And so once again, just using the resources that we had, I could complete the first 2 squads. I need to open these packs because we're running out of players. Come on, give me a walkout. It wasn't a walkout, and we were down to our final pack. Come on, is that a goalkeeper? Ah, it is. And while it wasn't what we wanted, having more players meant that we didn't need to spend as many coins to complete the final 2 squads for the hybrid SPC. And without even having to spend that much, we had roughly 150,000 coins worth of packs to open. 150,000 coins worth of packs, and we're getting straight into it. No Walker in the first one, but I think that's correct. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name. And it's actually worth 28,000 coins, which is massive. Now, these are actually the best packs. Let's stop that first one. Come on. Yes, it's a walkout to Sam. Left back? I think it's Koshawi. Wait, this could be really good. Yes, it's only one walkout, but what a walkout it is. 22,000 coins. Oh, Alvarez is in there too. And just like that, the team is getting upgraded. Camavinga's there as well. This pack was massive. And so just like that, I could free up coins by signing out tradable Camavinga. And with 2 attackers being packed, I could get our coins back for Marcus Rashford, and Nuno Mendes would also be sold to make way for Koshawi. Oh yeah, I also sold Llorente because that's the position that I wanted to upgrade. And we still have one more pack to open. Come on, please be good as well. Please give me a walkout. It is another walkout, that's a female. A right wing from England? So I think that means it's only going to be 1 walkout. No, it's 2 walkouts. And Kelly's the second walkout. She looks really good in many ways. Oh yes, Ake's in there too. And initially I thought of using Kelly, but we only really needed to upgrade the right wing position. And so I invested all of our coins there and purchased Rafinha. But after doing so, we didn't even have enough coins for a manager. While completing the market matchups SPC allowed us to get the coin balance up a little bit once again. And we could now get that manager. And so almost 32 hours in, this is what the team looked like. And with it getting late, I would call it a day there. At the start of the final day, after setting up our custom tactics, I would continue my push in division rivals. Our first game was a tight one that would ultimately end up losing by 1 goal. The second game was tough too, and these games showed me that this early on into the game, we were most likely competing at the highest level, and so my goal for the challenge became to make it into Division 3, but if things were to continue the way that they were going on this day, we would not make it into that division, and so we needed to get back to winning ways, and our Evo card would get an opportunity early on. Felix, I'm going to your post. Yes, he scores. And the attackers that we had earned were helping to create a lot of opportunities. Into Felix again, near post. No. And our defenders were doing their part too. Felix, big shot, and now score. What a goal! Felix is having a game, and he has a hat-trick. A cutback opportunity would allow our opponent to get their first goal, but this game showed us that we didn't necessarily have a problem scoring, and even though we would concede 2, scoring 5 would allow us to pick up a win. I'm enjoying the team right now, but I do feel like our midfield is quite open with the setup, and Guti could provide more in the attack. So I'm going to try to switch to a 4-1-2-1-2 formation, and then see if we can have more success with some new tactics. And this is how the team would attack. Rafinha offering width, while the other 3 attackers posed a threat through the center of the pitch, and with Guti's position, he could facilitate a lot of opportunities. This is a good team to test our tactics out. And hey, I couldn't have been more right about that one, and Koscielny's lack of physicality would cause me to be confused. There's just no way. And after being down by 2 goals against a good opponent, things would only get worse as we would concede a third. But I was starting to get used to our tactics, and one of the opportunities that it created allowed us to get a goal back. And then shortly after this, thanks to the way that our attackers positioned themselves, very quickly we were capable of getting another opportunity. Yeah. No, what a shame. And after scoring a second, throughout the rest of the game, we would dominate against this opponent, and our new tactics were seeming to be promising, but due to me fumbling some decent opportunities, I would not be capable of winning this game, meaning that our opponent's Openda carried him to a victory against us. In the next game, rushing out with my defender would cause me to go down by a goal early on, but I was really starting to enjoy these custom tactics. Because shortly after this, I would equalize the game. We get lucky, and we should win this game just based off the fact that we have a better team. And from this point on, while our opponent was capable of scoring another goal, we would do a lot better than just scoring 1 more goal, and 4 goals later, our improved team would pick up a victory. In the next game that we played, we would absolutely dominate. But if you were to look at the scoreline, 86 minutes in, you wouldn't think that this was the case because the game was still tied at 0-0. But a lovely finish from Guti would allow us to finally take the lead. And after this, our attackers would combine to score a second goal. And even though we won by 2 goals to 0, the stats showed that this still wasn't a fair scoreline, as we should have won by way more. I then saw that the Road to the Knockers promo was coming out in 20 minutes. But confident in our team's capabilities, I would enter into 1 more game, where once again, our tactics were proving to be fruitful, allowing us to score a total of 3 goals. However, after accruing this lead, I seem to have taken my foot off the gas, because before the game ended, we would concede 2 goals. Now this still meant that we won the game, which meant that we continued to benefit from our win streak, and we weren't far from making it into Division 3. But at this point, we are down to our final 2 hours in the challenge, and the promo has just dropped. Hopefully I can actually get onto the servers and have a look at that team. And I would first claim and open any objective packs that we had earned. And now let's take a look at the new SPCs. Okay, and we have a Diogo Jota SPC. And my intention was to only open tradable packs so that we can actually make coins for our team. We are only limited to 1 of these packs, and it actually does look decent. And with the points that we have, we can do this one, and then 6 of these tradable 45k packs. Okay, here we go. First pack. Come on, give me something insane. It's not a promo card, and it's not a walkout either. But with them being tradable, we could make some coins. Second pack now. Again, no promo card. And once again, no walkout as well. And so once again, we didn't get that much. There's still tons of valuable gold cards, but we're not only looking for the promo cards, but it would be nice to get one of them. And this is not going to be one. However, we do have a tradable walkout this time. It's a cam. I think that's Bruno Fernandes. And so from this pack, we could make a little bit more coins than the last 2. We still have 3 more of these packs to go, plus the 1000 FC point pack. However, I'm actually quite happy with the team overall and the way it's performing. And so we didn't have any major flaws in the team. And so my goal was to just pack better players for each position. Come on now. Oh, this is a team of the week. And it's tradable, of course. And that's Jackson. 16,000 coins. That's not too bad. An ultimate one. Okay, normal card. Not a walkout again. And so not too great of a pack. However, 2 of the gold cards did have some value. And so as far as coins go, it all comes down to this final pack. Just be a walkout. Oh. And so from our 45k packs, we made a little bit more than the bare minimum. Okay, so this is it. We're down to our final 1000 FC points. And this pack's untradeable. If we get something good, it's something we can build around. Come on, give me a promo card. This has to be it. It's not a promo card. And it's not even a walkout either. You have got to be kidding me. Oh. Now we did pack Nathan Ake, and so I would sell Joe Gomez and use Ake at the centre back position, and to benefit from the City link, I would upgrade our left mid position by purchasing Doku's gold card. Now with Felix and Alvarez, we had 2 similar types of strikers, and because I wanted one with more pace, I took a look at Marcus Rashford. However, because we were still waiting on players to sell, before we could get the coins to purchase him, I would complete the 77 times 2 upgrade pack that became available on this day, the 3 times that I could. Okay, I've built up 3 of these 77 times 2 packs, and this will be our final cent to try and complete our team. Let's get a promo card though. The first one wasn't. I really just want to see the animation, and that's not it for sure. Huh. Wait, was it Alphonso Davies? It was! Wait! How much does he go for? What? He's worth 27,000 coins. That's interesting. And I'm kinda confused on what to do once again. And our final pack would not help us to solve this dilemma either. But the reason packing Alphonso was interesting was because now I got destroyed by Openda earlier on. And watch this. We add Alphonso Davies into the team, and this means that I have to sell Rashford once again. But once these players sell, we'll have enough to purchase Openda, and with him Doku will be on full chemistry, and then we can use Kim and Jay. We'll help Davies get 1 point of chemistry, and we can evoke Kim to get him to 78 pace. And so I would purchase the best manager before completing an SPC, which allowed us to get a pack. Most likely our final pack right here. Do we get that promo card? We were still waiting on players to sell, and we still had 1 hour and 20 minutes to make it into Division 3. But as soon as we had enough, I would attempt to purchase Openda. 10 coins left, but we've just completed our team, and I've just seen it's worth over 200,000 coins without including Guti. And if we were to include his price, the team's value overall was just over 350,000 coins. And so our challenge to build the most valuable team in only 50 hours was a success. But we still needed to make it into Division 3, and we would use the same custom tactics, except for the fact that Openda opened up the possibility to use the poacher plus role. And while playing, we would also work towards evoing Nathan Ake, who I ended up opting for over Kim Min-jae. And eventually, after finding our first game, and then my opponent and I both accepting, I would have to wait a really long time, and it just didn't seem like I was going to be put into the game, and so I knew that I had to restart my game. Now little did I know that this would end up potentially being a bad decision, because upon trying to log in, I was put in a waiting queue. Now, I didn't mind this initially, because we were advancing in the queue pretty quickly, but every single time I seemed to get close to getting on, I kept on getting the same message saying that the EA servers were unavailable. Our time was running out, but determined to log on, I was committed to spend all the time that I had to trying my best to log onto the servers, and I was trying time after time, growing more stressed every time I failed to get onto the servers and our time was running out, because I knew that I was so close to make it into Division 3, and we were comfortably winning our games when we stopped playing, indicating that with this improved team, we would most likely be able to make it into Division 3. And I also just wanted to test out our insane players, and I would continue to try to log on, but very quickly our time would continue to run out, and eventually, so that marks the 50th hour, and to be honest with you, we built an insane team. I just wish I could try it out, and if I got to try it out, I'm sure I would have made it into Division 3, but we were more or less playing at the highest level, and after building a team worth over 350,000 coins in only 50 hours, I felt like this challenge was a success. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy one of these ones, so go ahead and click on any of those videos to watch them.